folks. Week 1 is in the books. It's that time. It's the recap show. We have a special guest, the baby Kraken. She'll be joining me. She doesn't listen very well. She needs a couple pow-pow. Sit and stop. Stop. She's worse than Zeke was. We're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. I got 4 shows to record. So, as always, we're going to start with the number 1 league. We're going to start with that Headz league. So, don't mind me as I look down. I got my notes and I'm going to be reading. Excuse me 1 second. Sit down and stop now. You're embarrassing me. Sit down and stop. No kisses. Alright, let's start it off. We got the Commish Bowl. Punk versus Scoob. Now, who would think that it would really come down to a friggin' kicker? Because kicker lives matter. Well, not according to Scoob, because we shouldn't have him at all. We went into last night's game 147-147. McManus got him 2 points for him to win the game. Now, it was going to be funny and go into the settings and erase his 2 points since kicker lives don't matter and take him out just to mess with him. I wasn't going to keep it that way. But that's the only reason you got the victory. I don't even want to talk about him no more. Blah, blah, blah. Stop. Hard-headed. Like I'm having a kid, yo. Next up, let's get this one out the way. We got the Toilet Bowl. Jabba versus Juice. Now, I don't know why Chintu was so excited about this victory. You would have thought he just won the chip. Because Black pointed out to him, you were playing Kurt, who has just about as bad as a team as you. I thought which was funny was that Kurt picked up Cam and then played him against you. It would have been funnier if he really would have won, but he did not. The score was 185 Jabba, 121 Juice. Jabba had Rivers, gave him 52. Kurt had Cam, gave him 52. But on his bench, he had Aaron Rodgers, 95 points. Plus, Mike Thomas got hurt. That does hurt. Jabba, you better be lucky, because you just lucked out on this one. Next up, we got the Set It Off Bowl. Set It Off Bowl? Punk, where you get that from? Chaz has been dubbed the new Stoney. If you guys don't know who Stoney is, you need to watch the movie Set It Off. The Set It Off Bowl, the Bet Bowl, the Side Bowl bet. See? Stop. See? Gotta pop her. She's messing up my flow here. I lost my place, y'all. Now she want to sit down. I don't even know what her name is anymore, and I'm tired of Chaz, you changing your name, so I'm just going to call you Jada, or a.k.a. Stoney. Took the 255, 142 victory over Squad. She had that Ryan Ridley stat, like Scoop says. I love that now. That's a new thing. 125 points. I put note on this one. Squad had a rough week. 3 of his starters didn't even hit double figures. Beloved, pay that woman her money, because she stone needs your ass. That was so corny, but I just had to throw that in there. Next up, we got the Bank Account Bowl. Money versus the accountant, and this was a close one. Money takes the 190-185 victory over Noel. He had, is this right? This is like Chaz notes. I don't even know. Because I think Chaz had this in another league. I have to double check. But it came down to Connor versus Fant. We know Connor, he broken. He got hurt again. He went out. Fant gave him 19, but it wasn't enough. The combo of Julio and Ezekiel was 68 points. Money hit the accountant with a tax levy. I'm trying to be so creative tonight. I should have got a little hydrated first, but that's all right. I got to get it in where I can, because as you see, my child, like, you know, whenever you can do it, you just got to jump up and do it. Next up, we got the Rematch Bowl. Show Enough versus the Titans. This is a rematch of last year's chip. We got 2 solid squads that came in here. The Titans, excuse me, y'all, take the 228-183 victory over Enough. Titans had that Seattle trio stack going. He had Wilson with 90, Lockett with 17, and Carson with 26. Plus that injury to insult to injury, that's the way you say it. Devontae Adams for 48 points. Shotgun put up a valiant effort. It was still not enough. clever. Wait till I pop up these pop-ups in here. Boop, boop. I got some stuff for y'all. Wait, this is just the beginning. We just going over the simple stuff. Last but not least, we have the David versus Goliath Bowl. Eric versus Black. Now, the reason I had to save this one for last, because these two have been jawing. We've got the big jokes, the little jokes. Their jokes have just been off the chain. Once again, fellas, what I love is that it's still all love. Nobody's all in their feelings. You know, we just here to have a good time. But for this game to end 167 tie, I just think it's a classic way to kick off week one. Neither one of you won, and neither one of you lost. So it's funny to me. But what I want to know is, Eric, because I don't know what your name is. You're a radio chip collector. He's so many different names. Pick one and stick to it. I just went to back to punk ass in all of them. Kerryon Johnson? Why? Why do you have Kerryon Johnson? 2 points. 2 points. Maybe that would have been the difference. Black had Brown give him 8 points last night. But you played the wrong Brown, my friend, didn't you? Because Hollywood was sitting on your bench with 19 points. 19. That's the difference maker. I can't give you the Donkey of the Week award because it came out to a tie. But that was a valid effort. I think week one was tough with injuries and stuff. And, you know, we got some new stuff coming up. So I got to pause this video for 1 second. So y'all just stay tuned. So here we go, part 2 of the recap. How y'all like that little intro of the Headz Dynasty? Yeah, baby, we in the building. We got some new GMs in there. There's a couple things I want to go over before we even go over the recap for the new people that don't know. Let's start off with some definitions. Okay, first up, Donkey of the Week. You heard me say that. Here it is, Donkey of the Week. Every week, if it's warranted, someone will win the Donkey of the Week where they do something boneheaded, like leave a player on their bench that could have given them the victory, or just something real stupid, like drop someone who goes off on someone else's team, you know, that week or the other week. Donkey of the Week, simple and plain. You will also hear me say FYT. What does that mean? Bleep your team. Bleep your team. Bleep your team. That's what it means. You'll see that. Also, there's going to be a famous one that's going to go around a lot of different leagues. Say it. You're going to hear it. It's just simply, you know what? Here, I'm just going to flash it on the screen here. Blade. You read the definition for yourself. You hear that? You've been called a blade. Also, in the Headz Dynasty, there are no zero bids. Okay, I know some of us are new to this format. When you go in on a waiver wire and you pick somebody up, you must bid at least $1. If I see that you didn't bid, what I'll do is, I'll go in and I'm going to deduct the amount from your full salary. You have a waiver budget of $150 to begin with for the whole season. Every night it's a blind bid. So every time you put in for a player, you have to bid $1. Let's see if I left anything else out. Oh yeah, I did leave something else out. I had to backtrack a little bit to Heads before we proceed. I'll save that for then. I'll just say I got a couple memes I'll show you at then. I'll save it for that. Let's get into the Headz Dynasty recap. Starting off Punk ass Decepticons versus Titans, 253-212. My stack was better than your stack. I just stood out that one. That stack. I can't do it like school, but I love it. I had Wilson and Lockett. It gave me 103. You had Brady and Evans. They gave you 64. That's the difference in the game. I had one Bosa brother. I had Joey. He gave me 12. You had Nick. Gave you 11. All I can say is, Mr. Wilson, he showed up and he showed out. And I'll take that victory because I need it because I'm stressing about some of these other recaps. Lord have mercy. Next up, this one was a shocker to me. Jabba, Mr. Big Mouth, 195-173 over Scoob, a.k.a. Rob, a.k.a. Roberto, a.k.a. Mr. Blade himself. Derrick Henry threw in, 28 points. He brought it home for the young boy with Blake Martinez adding 20 on defense. The liquor store closed early on you today, on last night. Well, whenever it was over, Scoop, they shut it down. Doors shut. No more service for you. Next, Ray. I'm not calling you no damn Ray. I call you Sean, Mr. Nuff. I need you to change that name. I don't care if you change it to Rich Blackman. Oh, public service announcement. Sean has a podcast and a streaming service and a streaming show on Facebook. He plays video games. He's very good at it. Check him out. Rich Black Man. Always give you the love. Then I got to come for you. Because you didn't have enough. Wasn't enough, bro. Oh, no, look. Wrong league. You had more than enough. See? I'm not doing right here. We in too many leagues now. Nuff took the 179 victory over Bricks. Nuff said FYT and still had Cortland Sutton in his lineup. He said he didn't need no help to take him out. Now Bricks, who's also known as Seth, because that's his name to me, Seth, he ain't no slouch in his fantasy, football thing too. He does that eyebrow thing like The Rock. When you go with The Rock cooking, I can't do it. He thinks it's sexy and stuff, so he does The Rock's thing. When he starts to talk, I'm just going to warn y'all now, he does talk a lot of shit. I don't know why he's not up in the chat, but he talks a lot of shit. But he took this L week 1. His name once again is Bricks. I call you Seth. Your mama named you Seth, I'm going to call you Seth. And to boot, Nuff had Aaron Rodgers on the bench with 90 points. What is happening with these teams? Like, woo! Next up, we got Mid-Century Modern. I don't even know what the hell that means, but his picture that was sent to me was the Black Bart Simpson. So guess what? He is now going to be known as Black Bart until further notice. I guess it just means he won week 1. It really wasn't much here. He took a 225-208 victory over Chip, Eric, whatever his name is. Very balanced attack. He had Thielen with 34, CEH with 34, Stafford 55. Mr. Best Draft had Jackson on the bench with 70. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. I got the best draft. I got the best draft. You still lost. Don't matter. Next up, I think this is the final one. Yeah. We got Real G's. I don't know where that comes. A.K.A. Sal. A.K.A. John. His mama named him John. I'm going to call him John. But I do call him Sal. Versus Chaz. Because I don't know what her name. Demolition Crew or some shit. Like, get it. Jada, you got to do better. Okay, we got to do better. Let's stick with one name in all the leagues. I don't know. I went back. You guys told me to go back. I went back. All right, sorry. Now, Sal is the ninja that got me started with fantasy football. But, like Scoob, he can't beat me in anything. I always out-progress the teacher. The student beats the teacher. Yeah, you started me, Sal, but you can't mess with me. I think you sent me a trade off for the other league. Let me see what this bull crap is. Anyway, Demolition Crew. Stoney, that's what I put. That's not your name. You got Bell in every league. Rivers on the bench with 70. Gordon on the bench with 21. And you lost 233-219. We got to make some better decisions. Now, I'm going to cut this video short. I'm going to say welcome to the new GMs. This is just a sample of what the recap show is. I have to do 4, and I'm doing both heads ones together. But now's the time for the editing. I'm going to throw in some funnies. I might even throw a bonus trailer in because I'm not hydrated yet. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Like, everything that I wanted to talk about. Oh, no, I want to piggyback. I will also post different memes and funny things, like the one I'm going to show you right here with Scoob. Okay, you guys see that? Okay, it's funny stuff. All in the name of love. And I got another one with Kurt and Chaz from the Headz League over here. So little stuff like that. Week 1 is in the book. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Look at Coda being bad. Look at her being bad.